Shri Sai Ram. My most humble prostrations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan. My pranams to our respected elders, sisters and brothers, and my love to all the wonderful children of the Sai family. Once again, I am happy to welcome all of you to yet another soulful edition of Saicast. I have the pleasure of placing before all of you today the divine message of Bhagawan, which is titled, Only God Can Change a Miscellaneous into a Monarch. In this particular message, Bhagavan says that only God can change the destiny of a miscellaneous into a monarch. But for God to bring about this miracle, you must accept and follow His spiritual rules. You have to do your work very silently, just like God. By miscellaneous, Bhagavan here is referring to an ordinary person. Bhagavan mentions that all of you should do your work very silently, just like God and all the others whom He has appointed at various energy centers in this huge universe, including our own galaxy and its stars and planets, etc. Bhagavan informs you that none of His appointed entities like gravity, magnetism, etc., and the other elements like air and water speak about the important role that they are playing in running this universe. They have never taken any credit for the work which they are doing. All of these energy centers are working very silently since the beginning of creation. If this is the case, then why are you wanting to make so much of noise over some small achievements? This kind of selfish exhibition must stop. Finally, Bhagavan guides all of you to just do your duty with sincerity and very silently like God. Do not talk about yourself and your abilities. That is not a wise thing to do. Let the world recognize your work and talk about it. Be away from name and fame, which are all temporary feelings and which will melt away like an ice cream which is kept outside. Let us now listen to the divine message as dictated by Bhagavan. Sai Ram. Om Shri Sai Ram. Only God can change a miscellaneous into a monarch. A miscellaneous individual is always a miscellaneous. A miscellaneous cannot come into the mainstream and make a mark for itself. As such, a miscellaneous is generally counted in the category of also rans. For a miscellaneous to think about being a monarch, God must decide and plan to raise your level from ordinary to extraordinary. Only God Almighty can do it for you in His own mysterious ways. Even you yourself would not be able to know as to how you became a monarch from being a miscellaneous. But for God Almighty to bring about this change in you, you must accept and follow His spiritual rules. You have to be doing your work absolutely silently like God. You have been a witness to God doing all His work very silently. No entity or power which has been created by God in this universe to run this gigantic show has ever spoken about the silent work that they are undertaking day after day since the beginning of creation. Have you ever heard water boasting about its composition and qualities? No. Have you ever heard of the electric and magnetic powers talking about their achievements? No, never. So also gravity, so also air, and all the other powerful entities entrusted by God with the responsibilities of controlling many important aspects of this universe. None of them ever open their mouths and speak for themselves. Then, my dear children, why are you all doing it? Is Swami's question. Well, a little hard work done and a little success achieved, and you want to appear on TV and talk about it or publish it in the papers. You want the world to know about your work and your worth. Is this not an exhibition of your self-pride? Are you all not belittling yourself? Why can't you all work silently like God, my dear children? Always do your work in the best possible manner and be happily quiet. Only then will you have some worth. Let the world tell that the rose is giving out such a good fragrance. You should not do it yourself. Always be away from name and fame. These are all temporary states of life and living and will soon melt away like an ice cream which is kept outside. Therefore, my dear children, relax, recoup, and run slowly and win this game of life and be happy. Let this happiness come out like a fountain of joy from within yourself. My love and blessings to all of you, your own Baba. Jai Sai Ram. We request you to kindly like, share and subscribe to our Saicast channel. Please also convey your views about the channel in the comments column so that we can act on them. Sai Ram. Om Shri Sai Ram. An important announcement for our esteemed viewers. The Chaitanyam Eye Care Institute at Kale village in Kolhapur is a free cashless miracle hospital of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, which will soon be inaugurated. For more details, please do watch the Saicast Special Edition Messages Part 1 and Part 2 released on 14 December 2025. We thank you for being a regular viewer of Saicast and we look forward for your valued and esteemed participation in this divine project which is aimed at rendering free eye care medical services to the poorest in our villages. Please do reach us on our email or on our WhatsApp number which are mentioned here.